Hey guys, WinkyFace14 here, and welcome back to another snapshot video. This is 23w12a, and let's fly down because there's going to be a little bit of changes around in the 1.20 development cycle. So this is the first, this is technically the first snapshot for 1.20 because before, the Minecraft 1.20 features was separated on a data pack which is applied when creating a new world. But now, you just have to install this snapshot and any future snapshots, and all of the Minecraft 1.20 features will be automatically added into the game. So there's that. I think that's it. Yeah, that's just like a small change for that. So, this is actually a pretty big snapshot, so let's get right into it with the first one. I'm pressing a lot of buttons and it doesn't work. The first feature is actually regarding the skulk sensor. So the skulk sensor, as you guys know, let's go here because that's a demonstration that I will explain later. Basically, it basically detects any sounds or any vibrations, not really sounds, any vibration. So if you walk around it, you can see it lights up. And also, before I forget, you can also tie it up with a comparator. So, me flying down, or is me jumping, or just landing, emits a 2 signal strength of redstone. So, with the new feature, this is a new feature regarding the skulk sensor, which is vibration resonance. So, if you put a block of amethyst next to a skulk sensor, let's say I land here. As you can see, there's a consistent redstone signal, or like the vibration level, across all of the skulk sensors that hears that frequency. How does it do that? This amethyst block basically takes that resonance level and transmits it to everywhere, basically like the nearest skulk sensor, making it this is basically like AU ensures that the same frequency level is transmitted throughout. To say you want like a completely wireless redstone emitter, and you want it to be only emit a certain level at consistently throughout, like until the end. This is basically a way for that. As you can see, as you can hear, there's also a sound that the amethyst block emits. So this is, of course, depends on the block frequency. Let's say I want to place here. I only place 10 blocks, 10 redstone, since that's going to be a 16 since it's pretty loud. So that's basically the new mechanic for the skulk sensor. But there's also a new block, which is a variant of skulk sensor. I think this guy, yeah, opening the barrel also makes sound. You just have to take a bit of skulk sensor. So 1 skulk sensor and then 3 amethyst shards, and you will get calibrated skulk sensor. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, what's the use of this? Let's get a book and quill, because this is just going to be like a little bit of demonstration, right? And also a book stand. Oh, stand. I forgot the name. Oh no, I forgot the name of that. It's this guy, the lectern. I always forget the name of that. So, the difference between the normal skulk sensor, let's remove this guy, and the calibrated skulk sensor, and by the name of it, calibrated, you can set the frequency that the skulk sensor will negate. So, let's put it here. As you can see, there's like there is like a... So walking is 1, right? Okay. So you can see there's like an amethyst strip, right? Like right here. So if I put this guy here, let's make a book of like 16 pages. 16, sign, yes, close. Let's say put it here, right? So this is as you probably guys remember, walking. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, so walking is a level 1, a redstone level 1 type of vibration. Put this guy here. We are on page 1. Oh, I think I messed it up a bit. Okay. There you go, fixed. Okay, so that's 1, right? It does detect 1. Probably tell. But if I do it on 2, it detects 1, which is walking, but jumping, as you guys remember, walking is 1, but jumping and landing is a level 2 redstone signal, and it doesn't detect that. So basically, you can tune out certain frequencies with this calibrated Sculk sensor with just a comparison. I think the best way is this guy. Oh, sneak 100. Ooh, what is this? There's a new advancement that I haven't discussed before. Okay, so let's move on to another feature. Alright, so there are now more places for the suspicious sand, as you can see right here, to spawn, which is one on the warm biome ruins, or warm ocean biome underwater ruins. And in these ruins, you will actually get more pottery shards. Now, I will explain the new pottery shards that you can get on these ruins. Is another pottery shard? Oh, it's not. It's another hole. But if you are lucky, in one of these suspicious sands, and also there's a new block, which is the suspicious gravel, right here. These are only found on the cold ocean ruins. This is what it looks like. It's similar to the suspicious sand, but in one of these two, so it can only be found if you find any suspicious gravel or sand underwater, you have a chance. Okay, you have a chance. Actually, only in warm. Okay. Apologies for that, but only on warm ruins, you will find the sniffer egg. Finally, they added it. Now, back on the land, once you find the sniffer eggs, you can just place them down, and they will start hatching. A sniffer egg, yes, that's an egg. That's one of you. Yep. This sniffer is very interested with the egg. That's really funny. Well, the sniffer egg actually takes 20 minutes, like 20 real-time minutes to hatch. But if you have a moss, you can place the sniffer egg on top of the moss, and it will only take 10 minutes, so half of the normal hatching rate. So we'll wait for them. We will wait for them to hatch. Alright, so this is the final stage of the eggs actually, but it might take a while for it to like actually hatch. So I'll let them hatch on their own. And also, you can also get the sniffer eggs by breeding 2 sniffers. If they will come here. Okay, I'll just breed you 2. Wait, did I hear something? Oh, yay! And then once they breed, you'll just get an egg. Look at that, I got an egg. I got another egg, and then you can hatch another snifflet to grow into a sniffer. So you basically need to venture out for 2 sniffer eggs, hatch them, let them grow, and then you can just breed them afterwards. Also, additionally, for the sniffers, there's actually a new seed that they can find. I hear it. Hey, we got a snifflet! Oh, this guy's digging something. Look at that, that's the new seed, which is the pitcher pod. Now, the pitcher pod, again, it is mainly a decorative plant. As you can see here, we can oh, not this is the torch flower. My bad. Okay. Let's change the game rule a bit. Make it to 5. Okay, yes, sheep, I know. So this is what the pitcher pod looks like when planted. Let's get some bone meal actually. And then there's gonna be actually 5 stages for these guys. That's the final stage. And some of these, yeah. So I believe if you look at F3, this is age 3, this is age 4, this is age 2. So this is the 3rd stage, this is the 4th stage, and this is the 5th stage. And once you have them all grown up, let's grow them all, and switch to survival. Just like the torch flower, once you break them, you will get the pitcher plant. There's no other use for it yet, besides from using it as a dye for cyan and as a decorative plant. Let's take this. Oh, you can't place it on the pot yet, but I mean, it is pretty big. But you can place it back on the ground. And I believe it is the same as the torch flower seeds, or torch flowers. They can be planted on the same type of blocks, same set of blocks. So there are now 2 ancient seeds that we can find using the sniffer. Now, after all that, there's actually a really interesting and really great change that came with this snapshot, and it involves the signs. So let's place a sign here, right? As you can see, there's this normal signs. Now you can just right click any placed signs and you can edit it. As also, you can see the text updating on the background while you're typing. You know what's crazy? You can also edit the backside. Yes, I can type, guys. I can type so good. Look at that. You can now have double-sided signs. And this change is also applicable to the hanging signs. Look at that. You now have a double-sided signs, which is pretty crazy. Now, you might be thinking, wait, what if players... Now that we can just edit signs, how can I make sure that it's not griefed? Well, you can just take honeycomb, right-click any signs, and now no one can edit it. And also, there's like a sound effect that indicates, hey, you can't edit this. This is waxed. So that's pretty cool. Also comes with this snapshot is 16 new pottery shards, making all of the pottery shards into 20 in total. There are now 20 pottery shards in total, and these are actually distributed among different archaeology sites. So these are the desert wells, the desert temples, the ruins, and there's also a new ruin. So the ruins I was talking about earlier is like the ocean ruins, the cold and warm ocean ruins, where you can find the gravel and the suspicious gravel and suspicious sands. I cannot talk today, guys. But there are also new trail ruins, which is the trail ruins, and some of these are only to be found on those trail ruins. So what are the new shards? There are the angler pottery shards. We have the blade, we have the brewery, the burn, the danger, the explorer, the friend, heart, heartbreak, howl, miner, mourner, plenty, the sheaf, the shelter, and the snort pottery shards. And of course, with the pottery shards, you can just mix and match them with a crafting table. Hopefully there's a crafting table around here. Oh my gosh, look at that. There's a crafting table. So you can just mix and match them up in a decorated pot, and you can just place them down. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Now there's more customization for pottery shards. Speaking of customizations, we are back here in the armor trim area because there are some changes with the previous armor trims. Now, the the June armor trim has actually been changed in terms of its texture. As you can see right here, it's a bit more of a circular motion, and then the origin or its its design is actually moved into, let's see, where is the sentry? Hopefully I can find it. This is the netherite. Oh, okay, this is the coast. This is the snout. This is the eye. Here's the spire, the tide, the wild, the coast. Where is the sentry? Here's the sentry. So the sentry, which is right here, there's also a new texture for the sentry, a template, a smithing template. The original June texture is actually moved to sentry. Now you might be asking, where is the sentry textured? Now, that is where the new armor trims comes in. And these are the new smithing templates. Now, as I've said earlier, the June the June template has a new texture which was moved into the sentry, and now the sentry texture is actually moved into one of these, which is the shaper. This is the sentry, the old sentry texture, or the den sentry texture, which is now just moved to shaper. And these are the backs. Look at that, it's pretty cool. Now, the first four, which is the Wayfinder, the Razor, the Shaper, and the Host, are actually found in the new ruin, which is the Trail ruin. We're gonna discover that later. And the last one, the Silence template, which looks like it just covers the whole thing. This is actually an iron armor with an emerald trim. Now, the Silence template is actually only found on the ancient ruins. If you don't know where it's found, the texture just gives it away where you can find it. So this is basically one of the rarest templates that you can find. But these four, you can find it in mysterious, no, it's not mysterious, suspicious sand in the Trail ruins. Now we'll go to a Trail ruins in a bit. So yeah, these are the four, and there's not that much changes. The June also has a new texture as well, as you can see right there. So let's head to a trail ruins, because I think that's the last feature that is added into the game. Okay, look at that. That is just the top surface of the trail ruins. Now, if you guys find one of these, this is the trail ruins, which is a buried structure buried. Okay, I might have said it wrong. Buried structure from a lost culture. I cannot talk today, guys. So this is just the top. As you can probably tell, there are some mud bricks below. There's some like terracotta above. So let's fill it out so that there's no water that can come down. So basically you can just dig around. Let's just dig around oh, there's still water. Oh, that's a slab that is filled with water. Oh, it's a bit laggy. I apologize with the lag. And as you can see around here, you can find a lot of gravel, a lot of sand, but one of these sands will be a suspicious type. Hopefully you can find some suspicious sand or gravel. Oh, wait, that's not a thing. Okay. There's no suspicious anything yet. I don't see anything suspicious yet. Oh, that's a really bad lag. That's coarse dirt. Okay. There's no thing here. Okay. But as you can see, you see the gist, right? There are some glazed terracottas, there's some sand, there's also some stone, there are some mud bricks, there's a lot of terracotta. I'm not Gonna lie, I'm surprised. There's a lot of terracotta. Oh, there's a suspicious gravel right there. So you can just use the brush. Hopefully we get something good. Oh, we're getting a candle. Right, we got a candle, guys. That's wow. Okay, we got a candle. There's also just one of the items that you can get from this specific structure. So it goes pretty deep, actually. You can go, I think you can go this way. Yeah, as long as there's sand. As long as there's sand, there's also some... Oh, I broke something. No! I think this is suspicious sand, right? No, this is suspicious sand. Oh, got another candle. Wow. But to be fair, it's really hard to discern or to differentiate which is suspicious or not. So you have to be very careful when going on an archaeology run. As you can see, oh, you're getting a red candle. See what's in here. Oh, we're getting a dead bush. We're not, the lock is not on our side today. So yeah, I think I can show you guys. I can spawn a structure and then you guys can see what is actually underground. So we'll see. We'll find another one. We'll find another trail ruin. All right. So we are in the ocean world so that you guys can see better. But as you can see, this is what you see on the surface, right? This is what you see on the surface. But it's actually pretty deep. It goes pretty deep for the structure, and as you can see, there's gonna be oh, it's very laggy. I apologize for the lag. There are multiple like suspicious sand. There's like a little bit of like suspicious gravel as well, like right here. So you can find a lot of things. There's also like furnaces around here. So it looks pretty cool. It looks like a room, right? It looks like it's like the tower. Wow, this is actually really interesting. It looks like a room. This is like the pathway for the, like a pathway. Not gonna lie, this is the house. This is a house. So this is the trail's ruins. So this is where you find the four, as I mentioned before. You can find 4 new armor trims on these structures scattered around the world. And I think it's gonna be it for this snapshot 23w12a. If you want to download it, just go to the launcher, enable snapshots on the versions. You can find the latest snapshot profile, and then you can just pick it and then just load it in. Be careful though when you're playing with snapshot versions that this is not the final product when 1.20 comes around. It's basically like a preview where you can give feedback to Mojang, and they can, tweak it as needed. And maybe next week there's gonna be some tweaks with the trail structure, and then also maybe like some of the trims. So everything that you've seen in this video is not final. It is the current implementation, which can be changed over time. Just keep that in mind. This is not the final thing, okay? So that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching this snapshot video. If you'd like to see more, subscribe, like, and next week, hopefully I can cover it. Hopefully I can cover it. So, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next snapshot video or video. Good. Bye-bye.